All right, what's going on, guys? Willis here, back with another video. So something new for you guys today. We're taking a look at Aura Kingdom. This video is actually sponsored by Aura Kingdom, so if you want to check out this game, there'll be links in the video description. But yeah, Aura Kingdom is a free-to-play anime fantasy MMORPG similar to Genshin. It's got a lot of PvE elements. It's got a unique, huge world you can explore. Players are entrusted into a mission to save Azuria, the world of Aura Kingdom. So you can explore different regions. It's got a very strong story, starting off in a small fishing village with small delivery tasks that will pretty much soon ramp up, and it gets pretty intense. So definitely drop a like on this video. Be sure to go join my Discord, discord.gg/Willis. So yeah, the PvE content in this game doesn't only consist of dungeons, quests, and daily activities, but it also has several professions, which is pretty cool. You got fishing, cooking, archaeology, collecting, and many mini games like Gaia Chronicle and card duels. There's also PvP. I know you guys like PvP, so we've got 5 versus 5 and 50 versus 50. So let's go into the classes in Aura Kingdom. So Aura Kingdom has 17 different classes that all provide different unique playstyles for you to choose from. There's a Guardian, which is defense focused, a Ravager, which is a melee character that deals a lot of AoE damage. You've got the Duelist that is focused on single target damage and evasion. The Gunslinger, who is an overall solid ranged character. And there's also a Wizard character, which is good for healing and dealing AoE damage. There's way more classes for you guys to check out, obviously what suits your playstyle best. I personally enjoyed Ronin a lot, as it was balanced between a single target damage, such as a Duelist, while also having some AoE aspects from something like a Ravager. So yeah, let's take a look at idlons. So yeah, idlons are pretty much the familiars of Envoys of Gaia, so they're obtainable via quests, dungeons, and special bosses. If you guys like having a Paimon type pet, you can have different varieties that fight alongside you. They can change the forms and have combo skills which go along with the player. You can also send teams of your idlons to fight monsters along their way in the Gaia Chronicles minigame. So yeah, there's actually a guild system in the game. If you guys like socializing, you can make a guild and obviously play with different players. Being in a guild gives you more opportunity to fight in co-op, as there's more guild specific dungeons that you can do. The map. So the world is pretty much huge. You've got so many places to explore. There are currently 27 big areas you can explore and travel to in Aura Kingdom. There are open events you can do in each area. The dungeons are a very unique way of getting strong gear. Alongside the story dungeons provide good stories, lore, and different experiences. So yeah, going back to idlons. So idlons are essentially obtainable via quests, dungeons, and special bosses. Let's just call them sort of like pets. So you can do things such as change the name of your idlon. You can feed other idlons to pretty much level them up. So essentially you can use your lower level ones to level up different idlons. Idlons can actually evolve to higher levels once they reach a certain level, and obviously materials are required. A lot of idlons will have different requirements for evolving them, which is pretty cool. You can also battle your idlons, which is pretty cool, as you can see from the gameplay in the background. Here's one thing I wanted to show you guys real quick as well. There's actually player housing in Aura Kingdom. But yeah, walking around some of the houses you can actually get in this game is actually pretty nuts. Now, obviously, the house you're seeing on screen right now is pretty empty, but you can fill these houses, I'm sure, with a bunch of furniture and obviously decorations. So if this is your type of thing, if you like sort of like Sims games where you can invite friends over, maybe just explore your house and stuff like that, it's pretty cool. So I guess I wanted to show you guys my favorite part, which I'm going to be doing in this video, is basically doing a sort of mount showcase of all the mounts I've got so far, and basically just showing you my favorite ones. So coming up first, we have this sort of like skateboard mount, let's call it. Almost looks like a sort of like Phoenix mount. Really cool looking. You sort of like stand on it, it's like red and blue. Up next, we've got this very sort of like high-tech looking sort of car, which is gold and blue. A lot of the mounts as well have a little cool animation effect you can do to basically sort of, I guess, like flare them. So this one does like a flip in the sky. Up next, we've got a really freaking cool looking sort of like long dragon. This is the long shadow dragon mount. Very freaking cool, very flashy, and it's just massive. Look at the size of this guy. Another one here is a giant freaking dragon mount, sort of like a phoenix. This guy looks nuts. Then up next, we've got a pretty chill mount. It's a cloud. You're pretty much just sitting on top of a cloud. It's got a bunch of floating candy in the sky. You've even got a little unicorn pet, which is sitting on the cloud with you. And by far, my favorite mount is this boy here. We've got this giant bouncing hamster. The way he basically moves around is he he just hops, and it's the coolest thing ever. I even found someone else with the same mount, and we were just hopping around. So yeah, there's so many different mounts. I've basically showed you guys a fraction of the mounts, but I love mounts in games, especially stuff like these type of games. Now, another thing they've got, if you're sort of bored, they've got a thing called card battles. You can collect cards, and you can use these cards to gain experience. You can also fight NPCs and get different types of cards. So yeah, going back to the idlons, obviously I mentioned you can battle them. Now, it's actually called the Gaia Chronicle. It's basically a mini game in which players can send out teams of the idlons to fight monsters along the way. Now, obviously every chapter brings a special background story to the basically different idlons. You can switch between general adventures and special adventures. Every day a special stage is active. You can select different chapters, select different regions, and basically just battle your idlons. So it's definitely worth like looking into doing these idlon battles. But yeah, I guess I'll just leave you guys with some cool idlon gameplay, because I know a lot of you guys like the sort of pets in games, leveling them up. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, thanks to Aura Kingdom for sponsoring this video.